Many find that working harder and saving diligently results in diminishing returns, creating the sense of being trapped on a treadmill that never stops. This chart of wealth distribution shows the mathematical reality of that frustration. While median household wealth has stagnated for decades, the top 1% has seen an exponential surge in accumulation. Traditional explanations like luck, inheritance, or simply longer hours at the office fail to account for a gap of this magnitude. This divergence is driven by wealth momentum, a systemic state where capital reaches a tipping point and begins to generate its own self-sustaining growth. Understanding this gap requires analyzing wealth as a system of mechanics with measurable and replicable rules. Most people rely on a linear income model, where they exchange 1 unit of labor directly for 1 unit of currency. This model has a physical ceiling. Because there are only 24 hours in a day, the potential for earning is permanently capped by human endurance. This diagram compares the labor model against a capital model. The time-based line hits a hard ceiling, but the capital-based line curves upward, detached from time constraints. Because capital performs the work, accumulation operates 24/7 without the need for rest. Significant wealth generation requires moving away from the time for money exchange to focus on capital-based growth. Hoarding cash creates a hidden risk. Inflation acts as a constant negative force that erodes the purchasing power of uninvested money over time. This flowchart illustrates the asset engine. It shows cash converting into assets like equities, producing a yield that is reinvested back into the original asset. As these assets appreciate independently, they create a self-feeding loop, growing the asset base with every cycle. Compound growth acts as the accelerant, as the interest earned begins to earn its own interest. This autonomous engine allows a portfolio to multiply, even while the owner is completely inactive. To maintain high velocity, the wealthy must remove financial friction, specifically taxes and the high cost of using their own cash. Here, strategic debt acts as a fulcrum. It allows small initial capital to control massive assets, using institutional money rather than personal reserves. This leverage amplifies the asset engine's scale, increasing potential returns without a proportional increase in out-of-pocket risk. Tax codes further reduce friction by rewarding asset holding and corporate structuring with lower rates than those applied to standard wage labor. These combined mechanics, leverage, steady asset appreciation, and tax advantages, ensure that the economic system consistently rewards capital efficiency over human labor. The equation for wealth momentum is consistent: initial assets plus the acceleration of compound growth minus the friction of taxes and capital costs. Most financial frustration comes from trying to win a linear game in an environment built for exponential mathematics. Achieving financial progress requires shifting your focus from maximizing a salary to acquiring your first critical mass of assets. Reaching this initial tipping point is the most difficult stage, but it is necessary for momentum to eventually take over the heavy lifting. Lasting wealth is a specific velocity that must be reached and then maintained. By utilizing the right tools and education, you can begin building your own financial velocity. Thanks for watching.